Hello, my name is Daryl Peter, and I'm a part of a quality improvement team at Cincinnati Children's Hospital Medical Center in the developmental department. My team has been tasked with streamlining the process for scheduling patients with a psychologist within our department. One aspect of this was creating a questionnaire that would be utilized to schedule patients in a quickly and timely fashion. Of all the different moving pieces of this project, aspect of the project that I'm talking about today is something that I had a very heavy hand in, something that I worked extremely hard at, and something that I held near and dear to my heart. I was a member of a team that was formed to create a questionnaire that would help guide non-clinical personnel through scheduling a patient with the appropriate psychologist. Since a lot of our psychologists have different specialties, we thought this would be a necessary step to take. The system that was being used to divide children up with the appropriate psychologist was cumbersome and reliant on back and forth messages that took time away from scheduling families. The proposed system would allow for a scheduler to schedule with the appropriate psychologist at the point of contact. The questionnaire that I had created ended up not being used on account of another system that was already in place. My perspective on this was mixed after the decision was made not to use the questionnaire. Part of me was relieved because if the questionnaire was approved, it would mean much more work for me, while on the other hand, I was frustrated because it seemed like all that work was done for nothing. Looking back at the situation in hindsight, there are many things that I was doing that, at least according to our readings, would be considered unwise. There were instances during meetings where I felt that this, as in the questionnaires, would ultimately not be used, but felt that since I had worked so hard on it, I had to see it through. There were also times that I was going to go above the group to a manager and present my questionnaire because I just thought it was just that useful. I have since found out that I had not considered the bigger picture of the questionnaire, that is, to maintain the safety of both patient and the clinician. There were also times when I would get extremely frustrated with my team and bring that angst back from the meeting, which would have a negative impact on my coworkers. And this whole experience also helped me learn things that I needed to work on to become a better leader, i.e., making sure I look at the bigger picture. This course has supplied me with numerous principles that have enlightened me with ways to improve the aforementioned shortcomings. It was important for me to realize that I was being stubborn and risked alienating the group that I was in and potentially harming my career at Cincinnati Children's. It just so happens that I was in a group with a few of the influential psychologists in my division, and if it comes across that I'm hard to work with and stubborn, it would not have looked good down the road. It was also imperative for me to keep my ego in check and realize that I was not irreplaceable, and that I was only harming those around me with my attitude. Furthermore, it was clear from a cognitive standpoint that I did not have the whole picture, which cannot happen when attempting to lead a group of people. One thing my questionnaire did not consider was the safety aspect of it, which, when you're dealing with children, has to be the number one priority. My emotional intelligence was lacking as well because I failed to keep my negative emotions in check, which resulted in poor work environment for myself and my fellow employees. This experience also revealed that I have a lot of work to do in terms of becoming a leader. One thing I'm actually able to take away from this case study is that wisdom is a continual process. The establishment of wisdom is something that I'll be doing for the rest of my life, and I hope that my colleagues and everything in this class realize that as well. I also feel that leadership is a lifelong process as well. Continuing to be a better leader is something that I'm striving for, and I appreciate your time in listening to this presentation, and I hope you find it as useful as I do. Thank you so much. Have a good day.